Hi, I'm Alexa. Let's jump right in. Today I am going to talk about Dancing with the Stars and controversial casting of a con artist as a quote-unquote star. Now, for those who have followed Dancing with the Stars over the years, you will know that this is not the first controversial casting. Sean Spicer, anyone? That was pretty messed up, and probably about the time that I stopped watching as much as I did before then, although there have been times throughout the years where I did not have access to watch, where I lived didn't get a signal back when it was analog signals or even, I guess, digital signals. Um, and yeah, you couldn't used to get things online on streaming services. So there were a few seasons I wasn't able to watch until it was posted on YouTube the next day on the DWTS channel. So I am not watching this season, and I'm not watching it because I heartily disagree with the message that this casting is sending. For those who do not know, they have cast someone who was convicted of just fraud, basically. Pretended to be an heiress and, got other people to pay for her and then stuck them with the bill on like ridiculously expensive things. Like, we're talking international travel, staying at like top end 1% type hotels, all sorts of stuff. So you're welcome to go and look up the story. I guess Netflix did a series called Inventing Anna on it. And really, it's about the worst you can be to lie, not just to lie about who you are, but then to actually hurt someone else. And that is physically, mentally, emotionally, monetarily, financially, right? And now I don't know about any physical in this, but monetarily, 100%. Emotionally, mentally, absolutely. How do you, when you've been taken advantage of by someone and you thought you could trust people and that you had good instincts, when something this egregious happens, you stop trusting yourself. How can you trust people ever again? That they have cast this person as a star, there are impressionable young people out there who are going to be thinking, I could do the same and get on Dancing with the Stars. And listen, I know Dancing with the Stars is not always, it's always questionable, kind of, are they actually stars on there? But yeah, a lot of them are in a way. They may not be your upper echelon A-list elite stars, but they are in some way, shape, or form known and have fan bases and have followings. And I really have to question what message it is sending to elevate people who lie. And this is not just with Dancing with the Stars, although they've done this a few times. I essentially stopped watching when they cast Sean Spicer. I mean, the dude was lying daily as the press secretary. And I don't want to hear lies. I won't give my time to people who are liars. I refuse to do it. And I feel like everyone else should refuse to do that as well. People learn behaviors by what is acceptable, what they get away with. And the more they get away with, the more likely they are to continue that behavior. I do not think that we as a society should be elevating people who are liars. Now, psychology is fascinating. And the more we are conned, the more likely we are to refuse to then believe we are conned by the time we have enough evidence to know we were conned. It's a believing that you cannot get conned is like opening the door to being conned as well. It's ironic that if you think you can't be conned, you're pretty much guaranteeing you're going to get conned. I watched all of the other videos this afternoon, and as always, there's, I don't recognize a lot of the names, and I don't know if that's just me not paying attention to pop culture as much as I might have in the past. I don't know if it is who they cast. I really don't know. It could be a bit of both. I did recognize some. I think what I like about Dancing with the Stars is you can take people who are not trained professionals, and there's always well, if a woman took dance as a kid, listen, if you took some dance lessons as a kid, that doesn't mean you're a ballroom dancer. So taking these people and having such an intense journey and growth and seeing them come out of their shell. I was watching Ilona Mayer. Sorry, I apologize. I don't know exactly how to say her last name. And I was just thinking she could have a fantastic season of growth. She was dancing very close to her body, which a lot of times you will see on there were a couple of the contestants who did that as well. Very close to her body. She got all the steps, it seemed like. And in previous seasons, we've seen people who do that, and then they all of a sudden they open up and they're really dancing much bigger. And I think that she could have a really good transformative season. There were a couple of the men who they could, from their first dance, you can see that they've got something that comes across on the camera. And then there were, as I said, there were a couple of the women there's front runners, and then there's the not quite front runners. And it'll be an interesting season, as every season is, I believe. But I won't be watching. I'll watch all of the videos on YouTube except for the one that I disagree with. And that is me using my personal freedom to choose. And other people are welcome to do the same, obviously. The cynic in me, and maybe not the cynic, but maybe even just the rational part of me, Dancing with the Stars has probably had more press from casting this person than they've had from anyone else they've cast in a very long time. And this is season, 30 something, 33 or something. So, yeah, it felt like they cast Sean Spicer in that season to drum up press and no other reason as well. And I'm here on YouTube. I know about, very, very basically know about marketing principles. I understand certain things, but I also think we can do better. We don't have to go to questionable moral ground to promote the things that we love, the things that we want to enjoy, the things we want to share, the things we want to sell. We don't need to go to the questionable ground. That's how I feel today. And this is a short video. I wasn't sure if I was even going to get online today, but here I am. And if you made it this far, thank you as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and maybe drop a like, subscribe, and share the video for me. As always, thank you for being here, and be kind to yourself.